You know, guys, I often think about how impactful having a strategy is in my life, and not just having a strategy for the markets and not just having a strategy for the cryptocurrency markets, but generally having a strategy for life. Because as you begin developing a strategy for trading, you begin to notice the benefits of that approach to trading. No guesswork, everything according to plan. If you lose, if you have losing trades, it's because of a deficiency in your system. If you have winning trades, it's because of the effort, it's because of the effectiveness of your system. But either way, you can go back and you can fix the losing and negative parts of your system. When you don't have a strategy, which is how most traders trade, unfortunately, and how most investors invest, everything is random. You have no idea why a certain trade won versus why a certain investment won versus why one lost, because you're not following any system, any process, any strategy. You have nowhere to go. You have nowhere to check what went wrong. And this approach floods into other areas of your life. This idea of systems thinking, this idea of strategy is applicable to all aspects of our life, whether it is your sleep schedule, whether it is your fitness routine, whether it is your interpersonal relationships with others, whether it is your feeling of self-confidence. All of those things can be more effective. You can have better impacts in your life by applying strategic thinking and a systematic process to these different aspects of your life versus sitting around wondering why everything is working. So it's hard. It's hard work to develop a strategy. It requires being self-aware. It requires sitting down. It requires identifying what your personal weaknesses are. And we are kind of biologically devised to shy away from that. But I promise you, accepting this idea of strategy in your life, accepting this idea of systematic thinking and processes into your life will enrich it and make it better. All right, guys. let's kick off. We got a lot to talk about. All right, guys, welcome back to the Crypto Trading Room. Today is, of course, February 19th, 2024, foul year of our Lord. Hopefully everybody's doing absolutely fantastic. Bitcoin's doing some things. Bitcoin is doing, I mean, honestly, not a whole lot of things. We're really not, too. As we come into the market just in the last hour, we have kind of swept the liquidation zone. And of course, we have kind of driven down, but we're still in the range. Nothing much has happened. By the way, big shout outs. I do believe it was, hold on just a second. We got a lot of new subs. It is a very active, for the love of God, it is a very active YouTube stream that I'm coming into. Good morning to all of you, by the way. Big shout outs, by the way, to Friday. Prophet Bear dropping the 5 gifties, first ever gifter on the stream, by the way, guys. So huge big ups to Prophet Bear. Thank you so much, my friend. Longtime supporter of the stream. You got your name down there now. So we will be extending the stream today. All right, we'll be extending the stream today. Let me go ahead and update the member goal here real quick. Yeah, so we will be doing an extended stream. Today. Yes, we will. There it is. So let's update the member goal for today. If we do hit that member goal, of course, we will be extending the stream even farther. So 2.5 hours. Alex is a member now. You got the gifty. By the way, guys, yes, if you do want to receive a gifted membership, you do have to enable the setting in YouTube. So if you click the join button, how you would normally click to become a member yourself, but if you click that button, there's a hamburger menu, a 3 dots menu, or whatever. You click that, and then there's an option you can click, you can toggle on, which is accept gifted membership. So that, I think that applies universally to all YouTube channels. So I recommend that if you watch other live streams. But if you want an opportunity to not dodge a gift and get a gifted membership, because within the next couple of months, that's going to give you some incredible access into our signals channels in Discord and give you access to some cool perks. We will be implementing those member perks very soon. But all right, let's get going, guys. We do need to, give me one sec. I need to record. I learned something very important on Friday. Learned something very important on Friday, which is, hold on, stream, no output. Make sure my recording settings are good. Yes, output good. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, sorry. But what I've learned, and I knew this, but we're just getting back into the live streaming. This is going to be our 4th week of consistent live streaming every day, ladies and gentlemen. And what I learned is that if you just live stream and then go to download the video from YouTube so that you can clip sections and upload them as shorts and other little videos, it takes 24 to 48 hours for YouTube to process your live stream. So I need to be recording while I'm live streaming so that I can put those clips up immediately. And those clips are, so you guys can be looking and generally forward to 3 pieces of content from me a day on YouTube. That is going to be the morning live stream. And then that is going to be whatever topic we discuss, a trading strategy, on-chain analysis, technical analysis, investing processes, personal life, things, all, I want to cover a dedicated topic per video. So we'll be clipping that. And then of course the morning market analysis, which we're going to kick into right now. So let's break into this analysis. Of course, shout outs. We've got Creco, Alex81SG. We've got AP in the house, Tyler, Trader Boris. Yeah. So exactly. We're just trying to, we are committing to YouTube as our live streaming platform. DLive was an incredible platform, but unfortunately DLive just is not growing. It is stagnating, as is Twitch. So we are not going, we're putting our eggs in the YouTube basket. I see YouTube growing. I see the statistics, YouTube streaming is growing incredibly fast and taking a lot of content creators and functionality from these other streaming platforms. So we're going to go with the behemoth, put our eggs into the YouTube basket, and we're going to try to give you guys back that fun and that interaction with all the stuff we're going to do on stream. So, oh, and Kemozabi is here too, man. Good to see you, dude. We can't do a stream without Kemozabi. We got Monchi in the house, dude. Yeah, but there's OF for that now, Alex. Come on, man. And in fact, Alex, we're going to need you to spearhead our OF campaign. All right, the Kraken cryptocurrency OF campaign need to be spearheaded by Alexander Pearson. All right, guys. Let's get into what you came here for. The markets. Again, what is we got our game plan here on the chart. It's pretty easy. Nothing's changed. All right. Now it's very important because I know you guys watch the stream. And although, of course, just general disclaimer, trading is risky. 80% of people who trade will hold a net loss over 24 over the large period of their trading. So most traders lose. And this is not financial advice. This is just a dude on the internet. But I'm going to give you guys my best analysis, my best advice, and my best opinions. But I want to make sure I give that very clearly. So This is the Bitcoin weekly chart. All right, starting off with just price action. We are not seeing any dramatic advance through the low volume node. I talked about this. I talked about this consistently last week. We are in the low volume node right now. We know that price does one of two things in low volume nodes because there's not a lot of liquidity there. And price, the goal of price, the way order books work, the way centralized matching order book exchanges work, their only function is to make people happy. Their job is to match willing buyers with willing sellers. And to do that, in mass, they have to drive price towards liquidity. It's just a natural dynamic. Price will go to liquidity, and this is extremely important on futures markets. This is less of a consideration on spot or DeFi because those dynamics do not exist. But when we're talking about futures, which is a massive part of the cryptocurrency markets, especially Bitcoin, we do need to take this liquidity searching behavior into effect. This is a fundamental aspect of the market that we're trading. And if you don't understand this, you are going to be far behind those who do. All right. So we know that price has no real incentive to consolidate for a long period of time at this $52,000, $53,000 mark. All right, we're not seeing liquidity really ramp up in this area yet. Okay, so we are expecting the break of 53,000. If price can break 53,000, we are expecting price to accelerate to 57, 58 very, very quickly. So we are fundamentally, big picture, staying long. All right, while there is a lot of potential profit in catching a top, you never want to counter trade the dominant trend, the dominant narrative, and cryptocurrency bull markets. You're generally just better off if you disable the red button. Yes, there are juicy shorts. Yes, it's awesome if you catch those 50% moves or those things, but we all have this PTSD from, the bear markets and price going up high. And most people's first cycle, they tend to buy a lot towards the cycle top, and then they have to ride the bear market down. And then that's where most of them quit. Most of them don't come back to the second cycle. But in the second cycle, they don't make those mistakes. They learn, oh crap, I got to buy high, buy low, sell high. But we all have this PTSD. We all want to kind of catch these tops, and that's really not the Ron Legato. Shout outs to you, my friend. That's not really the method for success. It's not the secret sauce. It's not the winning strategy. All right, again, don't get me wrong. There are highly optimized short strategy traders out there who will make absolute killings, millions, tens of millions of dollars shorting these movements. But in general, 99.9% of the time, that's not you. That's not you watching this show. You are a retail trader. You are going to benefit from just trading a good retail strategy and following best retail practices, which is go long. All right, buy dips, go long, disable the red button on your chart. All right, on your trading interface. So we are expecting to see either a big reversal from 52.53. If that does occur, again, a pullback to 48, 47 is very likely. If we do get the kind of horrific pre-halving dump, then we are going to be talking about Bitcoin back to like 35,000 to 30,000, potentially even the high 20,000s. That's an absolute possibility because we've seen that in most previous cycles. We get the pre-halving rally, we get the pre-halving dump, which usually is punctuated with a kind of capitulation event towards mid to late March. And then the halving occurs in April and it's up, 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 up. But of course, as we draw nearer to the halving, the likelihood of price just continuing on upwards does, of course, become greater. So we're either going to get a big rejection from 52.53. Of course, first stop's going to be that 48,000, 47,500 level that we talked about. That's that critical short-term weekly support. But if we blast through, we're going to hit 57.58 very quickly. So for that reason, my genuine recommendation for the majority of traders is to stay long. If you are slightly more sophisticated, as I have been pointing out, I do not think futures are the right way to trade these short movements or these price declines if you are a retail trader. The correct way to do that is with options, either on-chain or centralized. Of course, Deribit is the best potential option, but most of us do not have access to trade on Deribit. But IV is 56%, all right? IV is 56%, and I have shown this chart many times. This is a very important chart to understand Bitcoin, and this is the BVIV. This is the Bitcoin Volatility Index. BitMEX provides this, or this is from Volmax or whatever. But anyway, this is just good. This is saying 58.27%. You can kind of cross-reference this. It's a little off from Deribit's. Deribit's IV is 56%. Of course, this might change depending on what expiration date you go out to. But again, what this just says is that, this is cheap options. These are expensive options, all right? Because we can see that Bitcoin has spent a lot of time in low volatility. It's spent good time in mid, and it, typically reverses quite strongly from high volatility. All right. Again, this isn't directly related to price, but with the cost of options. So all that to say that options are relatively cheap. So buying options, you can purchase that downside protection. You can hedge your portfolio. You can hedge your long swing trades. Not rock bottom cheap, but relatively inexpensive. And again, as good market wisdom has been conveyed to me, you hedge when you can, not when you must. Because if you wait to hedge when you must, IV is typically skyrocketed and you're going to pay out the nose for it. So right now, you can pick up downside protection pretty cheap. Follow along with Arthur Hayes. Remember, Arthur Hayes had publicly said that he was buying puts towards the end of the $35,000 strike price, which I don't think is the right way to go. If you're going to buy downside protection, then you just buy at the money puts. You know, don't, again, you don't set yourself up for success buying the $35,000 strike. Yeah, I mean, listen, March 29th, $35,000 strike. You can pick these positions up for $80. All right, $80. But the option of hitting these is so low, right? Because if we say we're going to go out to March 29th and we're going to buy the Bitcoin $35,000 strike put, we're going to go long on the $35,000 put, and we want to pick up a whole Bitcoin's worth of position, and we want to go long on that. All right. Boom, bam. All right. Yeah, we're going to pick them up for pretty cheap, about $84 on average, but what is our break even? That's not right. How could that possibly be right? Yeah, in reality, this is not quite right. Our break-even price is something like $33,000, $32,000, and that just makes it incredibly tight, man, incredibly risky. So, anyways, all right, that's my thoughts on that. Sorry, so BTC Weekly, either 57, 58 very quickly, or we're going to reject from here 47.5. So, again, I recommend staying long. Again, daily time frame, we can see this with a little bit more granularity. We are starting to get our warning signs flashing. We are getting into overbought territory. Minx is obviously overbought. It's kind of giving us this first warning signal right here. We do see volume declining while price is moving sideways. This is totally fine. Vol is coming down. We're not getting yet a breakout in either direction. Would expect liquidity to probably be hunted to the downside, which actually just happened right now. We'll talk about that a little bit when we get into the lower time frame chart. But again, we do see here that on the daily time frame, Bitcoin is getting hot. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. If you want to do this, feel free to do this analysis on your chart, right? Because as traders, as I talked about already, we kind of have this PTSD and we kind of have this tendency to want to short tops, all right? And this is certainly one of my biggest deficiencies as a trader, is wanting to short tops. And sometimes that's great, but in a very bullish environment, you're picking up pennies in front of a steamroller, and you're best to just focus on the long side of the trade. So we don't really want to be focusing on that per se. And here's the thing: get a chart. This is a challenge for you guys. If you really want to get over your fear of buying into bullish things, because often we see price on an asset be up very high, and we're like, oh, I don't want to get into that. I want to wait for a pullback. And sometimes that's fine, but we have to understand the environment that we're in. So if you go put the RSI on Bitcoin, all right, and go study the last 14 times that Bitcoin's RSI got over 80, all right, daily time frame. And what you will see is that the last 13 times that the RSI was over 80 on Bitcoin on the daily time frame, 10 days later, on average, Bitcoin was up 17%. All right, 13 out of those 14 times. 12 out of those 14 times, price was up an average of 25% 20 days later. All right. And 13 out of those 14 times, price was up 19% on average 30 days later. And 12 out of those 14 times, price was up 54% on average 60 days later. All right. So being afraid of an overbought RSI has not been a very effective strategy. All right. Shorting overbought conditions in Bitcoin has not been an effective strategy. Now, of course, a lot of people are making a lot of commotion about kind of the supply side dynamics in Bitcoin with regards to the ETF. All right. So miners are producing about a little over $300 million worth of Bitcoin per day, with Bitcoin at 50,000. And we have to understand that the ETFs are experiencing $2 billion plus in net inflows. All right. And of course, these are physical spot Bitcoin ETFs. So they have to actually custody the BTC or their custodian does, excuse me. So when these ETFs experience inflows, they do have to buy spot Bitcoin. All right. And these inflows are increasing. All right. Last week, we saw $2.27 billion of net inflows into the Bitcoin ETFs as compared to just a little over $1 billion the week prior to that. So those flows are accelerating. And that is kind of accelerating everything that's going on. Plus, we have a shortened week this week, of course, with Monday being President's Day today. So the traditional markets aren't actually open. So we only have 4 out of 5 trading days. So that's going to kind of accelerate the volume, I think, of the net inflows into the ETFs. All right. So we have less Bitcoin being produced on a daily basis than is being pulled off of the markets by these Bitcoin ETFs. So we do have this big buying, this big buying bull in the room. All right. So we can't discount that. The macro, the fundamentals, everything is kind of pointing up to continuation. All right. All right. Yes to crypto. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Good to see you. Tyler, what's up, man? Okay. So that's about all I'll say about the daily time frame here. Not too much. On the hourly, what could we expect today? All right. Well, we did just miss a pretty juicy long opportunity. I'm not going to lie. I have updated our liquidation levels for the day. And so for the day, again, Bitcoin's trading at about 52,182. I'm expecting one of two things. We did this movement that we just experienced right here did crash through a lot of liquidations, right? So we've had this pullback now to the hourly 55 exponential moving average. We do see our moving averages converging, all right, which is confirming the range that we're in right now. Okay. It's confirming the range that we're in right now. So guys, we're back to Bitcoin ranging. All right. So here's the trading strategy for ranging markets. All right. We fade breakouts and breakdowns. All right. So basically anytime price comes into a liquidation zone, a good liquidation zone, we're going to bid that. All right. And we're going to take price up to the opposing liquidation zone or to the mid range if you want to be a little bit more conservative. So anyways, we're looking for price around 52,600. That's our overhead liquidation zone. Again, if we are able to successfully break through 53,000, we'll have cleared all liquidations. And I firmly believe that we're going to 57 quick, fast, and in a hurry. But until we actually close above 53,000, we're going to be basically shorting or, fading breakouts here, even though we really shouldn't. And we do want to be longing any dips into our, we do want to be longing dips into our liquidation zone. So currently we just came down and tapped our liquidation zone and we reversed away from it quite powerfully. We're up 0.65% on the hourly candle. So very strong move away. I was actually contemplating longing this, but that's all right. So right now, as far as the daily goes, not too much to do, I don't think, for BTC. Again, we're in the middle of the range, so not optimum to really take a directional trade in any direction. We want to wait until the odds are in our favor and we have a better optimum entry zone, and that is going to happen by fading the breakout to the upside here above 52,600, or it's going to be fading the breakdown here around the $51,500 zone. All right, so we're looking for longs here, and we're looking for potentially shorts here. But I'll probably just be a little bit more excited about watching for that breakout now that this consolidation has gone on for a couple of days. All right. Now that this consolidation has gone on for a couple of days. All right. Let's Ethereum here. Quite similarly, we're in that same low volume node, really looking for that break above 3,050. If that break above 3,050 comes, I think that we will be moving up to the $3,600, $3,700 range, quick, fast, and in a hurry. So again, just staying long on Ethereum, really not much to talk about here. Again, we see that same dynamic with RSI getting into overbought territory, indicating strength. Ethereum on the daily does continue to climb through this low volume node. So all is well, all is good. Volatility did peak, pulling back just a little bit. But again, nothing is overall concerning here on the daily time frame for Ethereum. Ethereum on the hourly, I have not actually updated our liquidation zones. So let's do that right now. And of course, if you guys aren't aware how I get this information, I get it for free from coinglass.com every single day. And so can you. And let me tell you, if you're trading futures and you don't know where the liquidations are, you are trading at a disadvantage, because essentially I have done this every single day, put these levels on my chart, right? Not like support and resistance, this, that. No. I want to see the level 2 data. I want to see where the liquidations are directly from the exchanges, because price just goes to these levels. That's all it does. This is what moves futures markets, guys. Liquidity. This tells you where the liquidity is at, and it's for free on CoinGlass. All right. Anyway, so we just drove into a liquidation zone to the upside here for Ethereum. So we can see that our liquidations really start at 28.87 and they go down to 28.43. So let's update that. $28.87, 28.43. All right. There is our liquidation zone to the downside. And our liquidation zone to the upside is looking a little rough because it's a little out of place. But yeah, so we've got 29.48 to 29.64. 48 to 64. There we go. All right. So there's our liquidation zones. Pretty clearly defined here. Now we can take SVP off. And we can keep our... What is it? Actually, no, this is all good. This is just fine. This is just fine. All right, let's go. Okay, let's take a gander. Yeah, so actually volatility actually dropped down to critical levels here, and now we're getting that expansion. So listen, guys, this is pretty exciting. We might be getting breakouts to the upside here. Looking at Ethereum on the hourly, we might actually be getting that breakout to the upside today. So that's actually exciting. Again, we did just drive into liquidations to the upside, so let's just be patient. Again, we want to get a nice confirmed breakout, and then we'll go pretty ludicrous long. And until then, let's just get our strategy on here that we're going to be trading. We do not have a long signal yet. It is flat. What is the long trade the strategy took? Went long here and exited here. All right. Kind of unfortunate that we didn't get any position here, but hey, whatever. Waste not, want not, and all that. All right. Get our strategy going for BTC here as well. Let's see here. Unfortunately, last position was a loss, so we're just waiting for the strategy to fire again here on BTC. But for now, not too much to do. Not too much to do on BTC. All right, let's go check out our Fairdesk copy trade pairs. And so we'll go through the majors here and see what we got going on. Solana on the daily, again, holding the uptrend, has not been able to make a new high yet. Very critical. We do need to break above 116,721 for Solana to really make any progress right now. I would actually probably, just looking at Solana, I do kind of expect it to pull back a little bit. It needs to make some progress. Again, we're holding the uptrend, so we can stay long on Solana. Notice also that volatility is getting crushed, so we are probably going to be getting a pretty big decisive move out of Solana here pretty soon. So again, I would probably just continue to stay long on Solana unless we see the entire altcoin market like slip and tremble, then we can take profit kind of en masse. But, you know, overall, I wouldn't discount Solana. Yeah, Solana's still strong, still a huge part of my portfolio. Everything's fine. So we're good. You know, again, I think Solana has good support down to $91. We don't really want to lose. I mean, $89 was probably where we see price reverse. If we did sell off from here down to $89, it'd be about 20% correction, which would be totally fine. So that's fine. Yeah, we're just in this upper consolidation area, looking for breakouts above 116, 117. And worst case scenario, pullbacks to about $89, $90. All right. But again, we've got a lot of support here. So hopefully all will be good. Arbitrum, very similarly, holding the 21 exponential moving average, holding the uptrend. Everything is relatively good here. Again, we can see volatility getting dropped here, so we're probably gearing up for a big move. Be watching for breakouts right now above $2.18 is kind of the breakout level for Arbitrum. And I'm gonna mark that on the chart. And then, of course, kind of worst case scenario pullbacks are going to be back to $1.60. But, you know, we've got a very nice support. Look at this. We were consolidating at this lower range on the 55, broke up. Support and resistance retest. So I'd really like to see $1.90 hold on Arbitrum moving forward. Optimism again looks good. Continuing the uptrend. All right, RSI is trending up nicely. Again, volatility is coming down, so we are probably getting ready for a good move, but optimism certainly looks a little bit more bullish than everything else. Sui, again, nice uptrend. We're getting a little bit of a pullback now here on Sui. Notice that on all these previous pullbacks, we didn't quite come down to the 21 exponential moving average. If we did get any kind of a flush out, I would be expecting price to dip down into this low volume node territory, which you can see price has wicked into a little bit, but we're going to have demand there, all well and good. And this would also hold that support resistance flip. So again, I think any dips down to around $1.65 on Sui are to be bought up most likely right now. If we do close the daily below $1.65, then we're probably looking at a pullback more like $1.36. So again, pretty relatively tight invalidation. I would not be going long on Sui right now. You can continue to hold long positions. Absolutely fine. No problem. It's been trending up very nicely. And just watch. This is going to be your next aggressive re-entry zone right here. These dips down to like $1.65. But if we lose $1.65, you probably don't want to be catching a falling knife, and you just probably want to move Sui out of your watch list for a while. At least trading to the long side. Chainlink sideways consolidation. Volatility is getting crushed right here, and we do have this pretty deep low volume node down below us. So again, Chainlink link's good. I'd probably look for dip buys down at 18,724 if you want to be aggressive, because we do need to kind of hold this uptrend because we just broke out of this range. And we were holding this range for quite a while. So again, we did back test, SR flip this. So let's just hold this forward progress. I would continue to hold long on Link. That's absolutely fine. Breakouts above $20.36. I'd look for aggressive pullbacks to 1872. And then just hold long. That's fine. BNB doing pretty well. Got a nice pullback here. Kind of at the bottom. Yeah, we do have this big low volume node down below us. So I probably, if you wanted to be super aggressive, you could get BNB right now on this aggressive pullback. Looking for everything to go probably more conservative pullback like 330. But yeah, we can just hold BNB long. There's nothing wrong with that. Matic, continue to hold long. You know, we're looking to trend up. We, of course, have not broken out of this range. RSI is close to getting overbought. So if actually, you know what? Listen, you probably want to trim profits here on Matic, right? We've been trading in this range for quite a while. This is a nice movement to the upside here. I would still trim profits. I would probably still trim profits on Matic because we haven't been able to break out of this consolidation range right now. Looking for breakouts above $1.05. Looking for breakouts above $1.05, and we just want to see this 200 EMA hold. Ape USDT. Ape is looking to try and break above its 200 daily moving average as well with an overbought RSI. Volatility's almost peaked, so we could hold Ape long just in case we go full parabolic here. But yeah, hold Ape in case we go full parabolic here, but you know, probably run into some resistance here and maybe get a little bit of a pullback too, as well as highly possible. XRP. I'd say XRP looks like a fantastic. XRP looks really fantastic here. All right. I mean, this is, I think, probably just a very logical place to pick up XRP because we're very close to our support and point of control. Basically, this is the peak of these previous rallies over here, and we've turned that into support. All right. So life's good. We do have some pretty stiff resistance around 63 cents, but XRP here makes incredible sense to pick up. I think that, yeah, hold on. I got to open my notes. Of all things to probably trade, probably XRP is XRP. Makes a lot of sense here for me. All right, Aptos. Aptos, nice uptrend here as well, obviously. Kind of the same thing, just like stuck in this consolidation range that we've been in for a while and unable to make significant forward progress. Again, nice uptrend. We can hold Aptos long. Absolutely nothing needs to change. Life's all good. Cardano, very interesting. Moving back up all the way to the top of the range. Probably want to trim profits here on the swing trade if you bought down here around the 200 EMA support. Again, RSI getting close to being overbought. So yeah, trimming profits here. Of course, holding a little bit for the moon bag if we do break out, but probably pull back down here to about 53 cents. It's very likely. Dogecoin finally starting to move, guys. Of course, we are long on Dogecoin, as you guys can see. So here's this low volume node that we talked about. We're bursting right through it. I think we will continue to burst right through it. You know, next kind of hangout zone, high volume node is going to be around 9 to 10 cents, and then we'll just kind of continue holding long. We're holding Dogecoin long up to 10 cents, like 10.5 cents. So life's all good. Polkadot, unfortunately, Polkadot does not look fantastic, right? I don't know. That's not really lower high. We did get this nice bounce off the 200 EMA, but lower high, lower high, lower high. Yeah, unfortunately. Maybe Polkadot can continue up to $8.46, but I don't got much to say about Polkadot. I don't know what to say. Uni had this little campaign. We've pumped back up. Failure to make a higher high so far. We could probably short Uni right here. This is fine. I don't think the fundamentals are necessarily stronger than price action right here on Uniswap. Yeah, so I'd probably short Uniswap. Pretty tight validation. We're not going to talk about Bitcoin Cash. Who cares? Filecoin. Congratulations to those holding Filecoin today. What can I say? Nice big candle. Probably take some profits right here, guys, if you're holding Filecoin. for the swing trade. Axie Infinity. Boo. Maker, doing good. Probably trim some profits, but hold that moon bag to see if we do get the breakout on Maker. Ethereum Classic, blah. YFI, blah. I mean, maybe worth the shot taking along on YFI. We've had this nice pullback reset to the 200 exponential moving average. I mean, that seems to make a lot of sense. Actually, YFI actually looks kind of attractive here. It may be just too early, though. I don't know. Phantom looking pretty good, actually, right? Holding the nice uptrend. Bullish moving average crossover, of course, held the 200 on the pullback. We have this low volume node now. So interesting. Phantom is either going to... So we can see Phantom wicked up into this low volume node. All right. So we're either going to chew through this low volume node and run up 15% to 50 cents really, really, really quickly on Phantom, or we're dead. Or we're dead. And I just hang out here back in this consolidation zone. So I would continue to hold Phantom long. I think Phantom looks really good. See if we can get up to 50 cents. Didex, I don't think it looks great, honestly. EOS looks pretty good, but I don't like trading EOS, whatever. VeChain, absolutely incredible move to the upside here. We can continue to hold long. But volatility is pretty peaked here as well. I mean, big parabolic move to the upside. What kind of pullback would we expect to see? And maybe a pullback here to about 3.8 cents. But you can also just continue to hold long and hold that moon bag. Sand USDT, I would hold long. Sand looks good. Mana, I would hold long. Mask, I would continue to hold long. Lido, no comment. Conflux. Conflux here is pretty interesting. Very interesting that we've had this rally up and volatility just got crushed. So I'd probably be expecting a reversal here on Conflux, but at the same time, my heart tells me to just hold long. So. And finally, Neo. I don't really have a strong opinion on Neo right now. Lower high, lower high, lower high. Not looking super fantastic. All right. Okay, so that is going to be our market summary for the morning. You know, summarizing that, what's the kind of key concepts here? Again, just holding long in general, right? Holding long in general. Everything looks pretty good. There were a few things that looked weaker that we can kind of expect beta performance from, but overall, life's good. As far as Bitcoin goes, of course, what's the strategy for today? The strategy is to kind of chill. We're in the middle of the range at the time of recording right now. So we'll be looking for drives down to 51,400 to 500 to see if we can scoop up those longs. And very similar kind of game plan on Ethereum. Probably smarter to short Ethereum here, but since we're so close to the breakout zone, if we get the breakout on Ethereum, then we should probably gig along every alt that we can get our hands on. All right. That's really the thing, right? If we can just go, if Ethereum breaks above 3,000, we should probably just gig along every alt out there. All right. Probably just gig along every alt out there. And until then, just chill, right? Just chill. All right. Chill. All right. We're holding Bitcoin long. We're holding Dogecoin long in the copy trade account. And I do want to seriously, I want to take a closer look a little bit later at that XRP. Of all the coins we looked at, XRP seemed to make the most sense to me from a risk to reward to kind of take that swing long position on XRP. I quite like it. Say hi to people in the Discord. Yeah, XRP CEO got hacked last week. Price didn't react too much. It sounds like strength to me. All right, guys. Now we're going to move into our... Just gig along. Let's move into our topic for the day. So I want to share a strategy with you guys. So I want to share a simple trading strategy with you guys that is designed for use on futures markets, right? So this is going to be leverage trading Bitcoin, leverage trading Ethereum is where you're probably going to have the most ability to utilize this. This is a very simple, lower time frame trading strategy. This is not a swing trade strategy. This is more of a scalping strategy. So these are quick, short profits. We're not, catching ultimate bottoms. These aren't positions that we're going to hold forever. And the reason that I take the time to really emphasize that is because often what I find with students is that they come across a good scalping strategy, which there are many good scalping strategies. It's really not too difficult to come up with a good scalping strategy. The problem with most of our students, the most traders that I've come across trying to scalp unsuccessfully, is execution. All right, execution and expectations. Because again, we have this PTSD of trying to short the top and buy the bottom. So when you scalp a good overextended entry, overbought, oversold, which is what I'm going to share with you guys today, we get greedy and we're like, oh, well, what if this is the bottom? But oftentimes, no, you're just nibbling a little movement in a much broader trend, right? So you want to be very cautious with the strategy that I'm about to share with you about your expectations and making sure you grab those quick, secure profits. All right. So I'll share this with you guys. I'll show you guys exactly how to do this. All you need is a TradingView chart, and you're going to need a free account on Coinalyze, all right, to get very accurate open interest data. All right. So let's get into the chart, and I will show you exactly how to execute this strategy. All right. We can go ahead and take this off. Of course, this strategy does actually work quite well on the 10-second chart. I'm not going to lie. Okay. All right. So what we want to do, it's fine if you want to use the 15-minute chart. I prefer the 3-minute chart for this. And what I like to use is a VWAP. That's it. Just go to your indicator screen here and type in VWAP, and you can use just the built-in TradingView default volume weighted average price indicator. We're going to go to settings here, and we're going to enable 2 standard deviations right here, this band multiplier of, okay. All right. And all we're looking for is we are going to, of course, you can add an alert to kind of simplify this process. So just come in here, and this way you don't have to stare at your chart all the time. But in essence, we need a condition to be true before we get a setup. And that is that price has to trade above or below 2 standard deviations of VWAP. All right. So price has to either go above this yellow band or price has to go below this yellow band. Only when that happens will we even look to see if there's an opportunity to trade. So that is the first condition that has to be met. All right. We just simply sit here and we wait until price deviates from VWAP above or below 2 standard deviations, because at 2 standard deviations, that is a very extreme movement that is unlike most things. Well, outside of the bell curve, if you will. And that is an opportunity for us to trade. Okay. So once that happens, and by the way, we can just right click here, add an alert. And we can set that on VWAP, and we can say, actually, sorry, we want to see price crossing less than VWAP lower band 2. All right, so this will give you an alert every time Bitcoin trades below the 2 standard deviations. Right? If you want to set a above, you can just go greater than upper band 2. All right. So same thing. So set these 2 alerts, and then you can just walk away from your computer and you can just chill, relax, wait until set alert comes in. Once that happens, then you need to go over to this beautiful website. This is coinalyze.net, coinalyze.net, coinalyze.net. All right. Coinalyze.net. It is free. Make an account. It's great. You'll love it. Make an account. And then come in here, and you want to select the exchange that you are actually trading on. All right. So if you're trading on Binance, select Binance. If you're trading on ByBit, select ByBit. If you are trading on Fairdesk, select ByBit or Binance. I use Binance. It's fine. And we just want this indicator, this open interest indicator right here. That's all we want. All right. So once we're trading 2 standard deviations below VWAP, all right, I'm going to show you this setup right here. This is what just happened on our chart. This is the exact same price movement that we saw over here. Saw right here. Sorry. Right here. Same price movement that we see right here on the 3-minute chart. We can see in this moment, price trades below 2 standard deviations of VWAP right here. Very clean, very simple. All right. We can see that also on our Coinalyze chart. This movement right here. And we want to see, what we want to see is we want to see this open interest indicator drop, ideally, by more than 1%. All right, so we can see from peak to trough, we lose about 1%. All right, so this is not the strongest signal that we'll ever see, but this is a pretty good one. If you see an OI drop of 2% or greater, that is screaming at you to go in. Yeah. And all you do is once you get that, it will usually happen on a candle where we get a lot of, I don't know why those, but it'll usually happen on a candle where we get a lot of liquidations as well. All right, so liquidations can be a good confirming signal as well, but lots of liquidations and a big open interest drop is telling you that a lot of positions just got forced out. A lot of positions just got liquidated. A lot of positions just were forced to close. All right. And that is often a time when the market reverses. A highly probable time that the market will reverse, especially in futures. And we can see, yeah, if you would have just had the balls to buy long on the close of this candle, when you saw all the liquidations, when you saw that price was trading below 2 standard deviations of VWAP, and when you saw that there was a big OI drop, you could have done quite well. All right. So taking profit. All right, so let's make sure we're clear on the entries. Price trading below 2 standard deviations of VWAP, big open interest drop of 1% or greater. And you can use liquidations as confirmation as well. All right. All right. So you take your entry. All right. Good way to set your stop loss is to go to the 15-minute time frame. And this is my process. Go to the 15-minute time frame. Pull up the average true range. The indicator, the average true range. Go to your data window right here, and you can see what the ATR is on the bar. 161.81. And then just measure 161.81 below. And that's going to be your stop loss. If you're finding that you're getting stopped out too much with this, go 1.5. Go 1.5. All right. And then as far as profits, back to VWAP is generally safe. Okay. Back to VWAP is generally safe, which is just going to be the blue line on VWAP. This is a very simple scalping strategy. I have used this for many years. I have automated lots of different strategies like this. But when it comes to lower time frame trading, honestly, with regards to Bitcoin, trend lines and moving averages and all that stuff, down on the 3, down on the 15, I don't find that stuff useful at all. That stuff doesn't give me winning trades. Open interest gives me winning trades, right? Being patient and waiting for price to come into these ranges, all right? Because this strategy will crush if Bitcoin is not going parabolic, if Bitcoin is not trending very strongly in one direction. Obviously, that's a very specific strategy that you need a system for, catching those kind of big breakout movements and then just having the balls to hold long. But anytime price is consolidating, which is what it does most of the time, this is the behavior that you'll see from Bitcoin. Bitcoin will drive from liquidity to liquidity to liquidity, stopping people out, grabbing liquidations, grabbing liquidity, and then reversing into the next liquidation zone. This is what we'll do over and over again. So being aware of this and not entering here in the middle of the range like a Muppet, but waiting for those deviations, waiting for those open interest drops and entering here and counter trading, fading the breakdown, I think is a highly successful strategy that a lot of people can have a lot of simple success with. It's very easy. It's very simple. It's not complicated. And all you have to do is focus on the key parts that we just went over here, right? You don't need to look at moving averages. You don't need to look at support and resistance. You don't need to look at any of this junk, all right? That's not what you're doing. Build a scalping strategy that makes money, and don't let whatever analysis or work that goes into that strategy, or excuse me, don't let philosophies or other different types of trading strategies seep into what you're doing, all right? Just keep things contained. This is a simple strategy that can make money in and of itself. And if you just focus on that and don't focus on the other things, you'll do well. Build one good strategy and then build another good strategy and then build another good strategy, right? Levels. Okay, so let me know what you guys, let me know. Because this is going to be posted as a standalone video. Let me know basically what results you have with that strategy. I think you guys, if you guys can just limit yourselves to that, for example, do quite well. If you guys are struggling with scalping, that's probably, open interest is probably the most powerful indicator for scalping. All right. Now, again, catching big swings, stuff like this is less important. But lower time frame trading, scalping, which is what most people struggle with, Who are honestly, who are we kidding? It seems like most people are struggling with a lot of things in cryptocurrency. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Oh dear lord. Okay, hey. Let's see here. Let's give a little bit of chat engagement, guys. You guys have been absolutely amazing so far this morning. Let me know how you guys are doing. What do you guys want? What do you guys want to look at? What do you guys want to cover? All right, we're about 50 minutes in. We've got another hour and a half to go. So, we'll go through. I'll see if we have. Again, there's not really any setups that I see, but we'll watch for them. All right, we'll watch for the setups. Let's see here. Hey, you guys. Yeah, Alex, a great comment here, man. Accept strategic thinking into your heart. Cultivate a personal relationship with strategic thinking. Good old lemon days. Yeah, I remember those, man. Tyler says 40% is the average top bottom rehabbing. Tyler said, okay, this is a good question from Tyler. He says, anytime I've thought about options, in fairness, I don't trade them. I'd rather sell them in general. Why would you buy puts instead of selling calls? Right. The reason is risk. All right. Selling options is certainly can be lucrative, but in my experience, I mean, that's a real rich man's game, right? And that's a very math nerd game, which, honestly, Tyler, you'd probably be enticed by, honestly. But the problem with selling options is that when you sell options, here, hold on a second. I need the whiteboard for this. Okay. When you sell options, all right, you are going to you are promising, let's say you sell a call. Okay? What you are doing is you are promising your counterparty, the purchaser of the option, you are promising them that you will sell them BTC at a certain price on a certain date. Okay? You're selling a call. And in return for that, let's see here. There's me. And there is you. You're the purchaser of the contract. Okay? So you give me something in return for this option, and that is called premium. All right? I get a premium. And in return, you get the option. Okay? So what that means is that for me, as the, if we think about P&L, if we put, maybe this will work, risk on one side and reward on the other. I'm always terrible at like coming up with graphs, so bear with me. I went to school for horticulture, not. Okay. So if I sell you the right to, if I sell you the call option, right? I am promising to you that, again, let's just use a more literal example. So I sell a Bitcoin, and I sell an options contract with 1 BTC of value, expiration date of March 29th, and a strike price of 50,000. Okay. all I'm ever going to make from the point is this. All I'm ever going to make from this, from selling this options contract, is going to be the premium that you pay. That's it. Now, obviously, when I go to sell the options contract, it's an order book style system. So I can set a limit price. So I can specify the price that I want to sell for. Okay. I can specify the price that I want to sell for. And I can jack that up, of course, but it's a marketplace. So if there are other people out there, you know, who are willing to sell their options for the same option for cheaper, then they're going to eat up the liquidity versus me. Of course, if demand is very high, then maybe I'll get my bid filled, but maybe not. My ask filled. Excuse me. So all I'm ever going to get, though, is the premium. All right. Versus you have unlimited upside. All right. Because you buy this option, and at the time when I sell the option at 50,000, right? If price then skyrockets to like 100,000, well, I have to fulfill my promise. I have to sell you Bitcoin at $50,000 when I could sell it for 100,000. So I just took a massive loss, right? I took a massive loss because I could have just held the BTC that I now have to sell to you at a 50% discount, which you will, of course, just turn right around and sell. Again, you know, the scenario that I'm giving is kind of a physically delivered option where the Bitcoin will actually trade hands. These would all just be cash settled, right? So selling the risk of selling options, okay, is that you'll get a sign, right? Eventually, or that you'll lose. So you have a capped reward, right? But you have unlimited risk because price can go up infinitely, theoretically, right? And the higher price goes up, the more money you lose out as a seller of options. Whereas you're only ever going to get paid once, which is the premium. Okay. Now, obviously, you know, people make a living off of this. This is all well and good. But for the buyer of the option, their upside's unlimited. For retail traders, I think buying options when they're cheap to hedge or to take directional bets is the way to go. I think selling options is a very, very rich man's game. But again, definitely lots of people make their living off selling options. So I will not be denying this. Let's see here. Technical jargon. What are we talking about? Technical jargon. Maybe we should stop saying overbought and consider calling it relatively strong. That is what the RSI is saying, right? Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Relative strength is saying that strength is very strong, right? We have very strong strength. And people have interpreted that into, isn't that kind of philosophical, right? At the moment of absolute strength, that's when everyone abandons you and thinks you're overbought and wants to short you. No loyalty. It's a hard knock life out there, ladies and gentlemen. I wish there were more people watching too, but I'll tell you what, we've been doing this for about a month now, and we already have like tripled the number of people we have on here. So life's getting stronger every day. We just had like 40 people on here, just like a few minutes ago. Uniswap has zero fundamentals. The token doesn't do anything. There's no governance or profit share. I'd have to see something. Yeah, see, I like our YFI as a chart, but I don't like YFI as I don't get it, right? I never really got into in finance. Alex saying Gnosis might become relevant again. They launched Gnosis Pay on the Visa circuit. What's Gnosis doing nowadays? Yeah. Gnosis looks relevant. Looks like people knew. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Why look at Neo? Reloco. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, my friend. Wants to look at block stacks. Block stacks is one of my long-term holds. Let's see here. All right, life's scary. Stacks at our all-time high. What do we do? What do we do, guys? Listen, probably the best advice I could give anybody, STX at all-time highs, is trim profits here. Trim profits between $2.50 and $3, of course. Of course. And leave the moon bag. All right, leave the moon bag. You know, of course, we do have the bull market of 2024 coming up, but in general, but you know what? Actually, here's the thing. I think the Blockstacks is going to do absolutely incredible because there's so much demand for DeFi on Bitcoin, and Blockstacks is right at the front of that movement. It's avant-garde in that movement. So I would expect Blockstacks to perform incredibly well during this bull market. For the swing traders out there, listen, take profits, right? We're at all-time highs, right? And you always take profits at all-time highs. You just do, right? Yeah, and you leave your moon bag, right? For the positional traders, for the believers in Blockstacks, hold, man. Strong hands. Strong hands, strong hands, strong hands. As far as like traders today positioning, don't short bull markets. So I wouldn't short this movement. Yeah, I just wouldn't. Why? So strong. It's so strong. Nothing really to do. Hold. Numbers protocol. Not super familiar. Let's get rid of that Giga candle. I mean, so here's the thing, right? Like numbers protocol, obviously, is just kind of like a really decent looking setup there for low bottom buyers. We've got increasing volume. We've had a long period of sideways consolidation. We've had a capitulation event. And we're looking to break above the weekly 55 exponential moving average. Doesn't look too bad. 21's creeping up toward that 55. We probably get a punctuated breakout. I am seeing kind of a magnet here at 30 cents. And price is currently at 6 cents. So that's a pretty good trade. That's a pretty good risk to reward, right? That's 371%. And what's the bottom of the range? The bottom of the range is like 70% away. So numbers looks pretty good. I don't really know too much about it fundamentally. It's not in my portfolio. I don't really care about it. But chart-wise, numbers protocol does look like a decent setup, right? Again, long sideways consolidation. We can see the rising volume. We can see the pre-pumps right here. So this has been accumulated. Let's dig a little bit deeper. Let's dig a little bit deeper. Do some on-chain analysis of numbers protocol. Sorry. Aw. Thank you, Ray in Discord, for liking my content. Aw, so sweet. Okay, sorry. Numbers protocol. First off, let's look at price. Let's dive into that. All right, so we want... let's look at social volume on numbers protocol. Let's look at development activity. Let's look at... Look at DAA divergence. No, it's just for BTC. Oh, we don't want that. Okay. What we want though is, yeah, numbers protocol. We want on-chain total amount of holders. Yes. Supply distribution. I get it? No. Why would you do that to me? Okay. I really would like to see the... activity. 30-day active addresses, transaction count, transaction volume in USD, and MVRV. All right, lots to look through, but we got this. Don't worry. Okay. Hide. We'll go through these one at a time. All right, first things first is social volume. And I'm not really necessarily seeing any dramatic trends with social volume. Let's see here. There was an increase in social volume around November of 2022. Seems relatively significant, November through December of 2022. And overall chatter about it, as we can see, has declined. We can see, we can just see this overall downwards trend in social volume. So it certainly is not more relevant than it was earlier, back in like late 2022, early 2023, when it seems like, obviously we can see a little rally here, right? It picked up some steam here. It does seem like maybe we are picking up some steam. Looks like there was some pretty decent volume about it on the 11th of February. So potentially we might be seeing a reversal in that. But social volume really isn't confirming this trend shift so far yet. All right. So not everybody is talking about it, which, you know, is good or bad, depending on what kind of investor you want to be. All right. Development activity, just to see. Unfortunately, it does seem like, let's just look at the wide span of this. Looks like Numbers Protocol saw a big uptick in development activity moving into 2021 and another big burst moving into 2022. Unfortunately, development activity has really died off as well. Is this a great thing? No, unfortunately not. But hype is better than fundamentals, so not all is lost. Total number of holders. Total number of holders, of course, nosedived. We can see basically the total number of holders stay absolutely flat. However, positively, it does seem though that recently, we can see this. We can see this rise quite dramatically. So yes, much more people are now buying Numbers Protocol. We're basically back. We went right back up to the same kind of quantity of holders that we had previously reversed from, and then pulled back down. Gospel Media, thanks for the sub, my friend. Welcome to the community. So total amount of holders has reversed, is picking up. Nice uptrend in total amount of holders. This is pretty good. This is good to see. Oh, wait a second. Why was I not looking? I was looking at the price. Yes, I was. Sorry. I apologize. We weren't actually looking at the metric I was trying to explain to you. Let's look at total number of holders. All right, total number of holders continue to grow. All right, so this is not bad. All right, more people are buying Numbers. I do think this is a positive sign. Let's look at the number of active addresses over the last 30 days. There we go. This is a 30-day moving average of active addresses. Okay. So not bad. We are like back up at that basically like resistance level where network growth had basically like turned around. We saw that with social volume as well. We saw a very similar thing with social volume where we basically have not been able to basically right back to where we were. And same here. So active addresses are increasing. We are having a little bit of a punctuated rally in them right now. So overall, this is pretty good also. Transaction count. How many transactions are being done? Is this picking up or not? Well, it's certainly been more active and more transactions are happening on chain. But it doesn't overall seem very impressive. And what is the transaction volume like? Unfortunately, transaction volume's gotten crushed, obviously, with the price of the token. But we are seeing pretty big transactions come in, like here, for example, and then here, for example. So actually, this is pretty telling. Notice that notice this. This is pretty killer. I would actually, this would be a potential indication that we're going to move to the upside here on Numbers Protocol. Notice that on dips, we see some entity or the market in general come in and buy up a lot. But I bet this is a whale because of the trade, because this is on-chain volume. You can see they bought very significantly here and price went up. They bought significantly here and price went up. And they just bought here. All right. So we can zoom on it. We can zoom in on that a little bit more. Yes, you can see that they just bought the dip. All right. They just bought the dip. So yeah, MBRV is pretty high though, unfortunately. MBRV is pretty high. I really wish that we could get the real shame. Yeah, unfortunately, we can't get the supply distribution. That's a darn shame. In summary, Numbers Protocol actually looks kind of exciting. Now, realistically, guys, I mean, that's pretty impressive volume. Now, realistically, just looking at what Numbers has done, I mean, we've got a bank on a big breakout for price to go up here. So this is a pretty scary area to buy Numbers. But we did just get some big buys in. I'm just not seeing enough convincing on-chain evidence to make me want to swing into Numbers. But I'm not going to lie. It also does look relatively attractive. Because we've got a nice healthy uptrend. We've got that long period of weekly consolidation. As I said, the on-chain data isn't entirely conclusive, but it's also not bad, right? We do see social volume. We saw social volume picking up. We saw those big buys come in transaction volume USD on the current daily candle. So overall, things could be okay. Numbers could be good. Numbers could be good. Probably not going to be my top pick right now. Alex likes it. There will probably be, I don't know. Oh, so much chat. XRP. Oh, thank you, Alex. Appreciate it, man. Of course, man. We don't skip leg day. There's no skippage of a leg day around this place. Don't do that. Guys, we've been live for 1 hour and 13 minutes. You guys are absolutely incredible. Thank you guys absolutely for everything. Quick minute to obviously plug what we do here. If you guys want to support the stream, the best way to do that is becoming a channel member by clicking the join button here on YouTube and supporting us for $3 to $5 a month. Helps us, incentivizes us to continue making great free content for you guys on a daily basis. If you guys cannot afford to do that, please just make sure to smash the like button because it really is the most impactful thing. How many likes we get to views that actually gets us out there into the algo and gets us discovered by other people who haven't seen our content. So if you guys want to, if you guys need it, links down in the description, everything you guys could possibly need. Go pick up your Cypher Rock device. Go sign up for Fairdesk and get your deposit bonus and your VIP level 1s, etc., etc., etc. All right. Stop. Oh, man. You guys are awesome. Okay. What do we want to do now? We've got quite a bit of time to really, you know, like look for good setups. You know what I mean? I think that's probably the way. That's probably the way. So let's, again, we're just kind of chilling here on BTC. No opportunity to trade yet. We want to see price closer to our liquidation zones. We did get that opportunity here, of course. We drove down into this previous liquidation zone and then popped up. We're now back at VWAP mid-range. So we're mid-range. There's no trade to take. Ethereum has brushed into the liquidation zone, and now the question is like, are we going to reverse or are we going to break through? Because if Ethereum breaks through, again, we should probably gig along every alt. Yes, to crypto. Thank you for the 5, man. Oh, dude, thank you so much, man. Appreciated. He says, if you have time, let's degen. Yes, absolutely, man. I would love to degen. Love to degen. I always like to degen. Thank you so much for the generous support, my friend. Okay, let's see here. Degen. I tell you what, guys. Let me just take a quick, like 2-minute break. I'll go grab a cup of coffee. We'll come back. We'll see if Ethereum has given us any kind of trading signal here yet so far. Because we'll come down and we'll put our VWAP on and we'll kind of get a game plan going. It does look like we kind of want to reject, right? Tweezer top right here. So we might be taking Ethereum back to mid-range. Probably a decent idea. Also kind of scared to short Ethereum. So maybe that's not the best idea. Let's just sit and wait for the breakout. Let's sit and wait for the breakout. Again, guys, we're supposed to not be shorting. And yeah, I'll be right back, guys. Thank you, guys. I'll be right back. Man, did I just say I was too scared to short Ethereum? Really? That really just happened? Woo! All right. Well, there it happened. A double top into 0.64. I know you can't see me. I don't want you to see me. I'm scared. I'm scared to short Ethereum. All right. I suppose. Big reveal. Oh my God, Justin, you've been bald this whole time? I don't know if I can listen to your TA, man. I did not know. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, something like that. Hmm. So we're not going to short. Let's just put that out there right now. We're not going to short. The only I would consider it if price came back up to the liquidation zone now, right? Which I think is probably more likely here. Man, Bear Bull, good to see you, my friend. So let's just pause here. Let's make sure that there's nothing going on with either Bitcoin or Ethereum. There's not. All right. What's happened here? Bitcoin drove down into this previous liquidation zone. Liquidation zone's down here. Came back up into mid-range. We're mid-range. There's no alpha in mid-range. There's no alpha in mid-range. We're either looking for breakouts to the upside or we're looking for breakdowns to the downside. That's pretty much it. Or we're going to fade them. We're going to fade them. Here we go. Ethereum on for another leg back up. I think, honestly, let's go to CoinGlass with Ethereum. Actually, I got an idea. Let's just throw on our intraday setup. So we can see with a little bit more granularity kind of what's happening here. On the 15. All right, peaked. Life's good. 3-minute pullback to the 21. We're getting buys. Right, we're getting buys. We're also getting kind of slammed down. All right. 55 is still alive. Ethereum pullbacks to 55 are still alive. 29. But so far rejecting from the liquidation zone. We'll see if support at 21 holds. And while we wait, let's go look at my good friend Yester Crypto's request for DJ. First, we must verify that we're human, so Deck Screener lets me in. This could take a second. There we go. We're in. By the way, big shout outs, guys, to Flimp. If you guys don't know, you guys can join our if you guys didn't know, you guys can join our Discord for free. And we have free signals channels. And Flimp, who is one of our top traders, graduated from the School of PTP. Fantastic trader. Fantastic systems trader. He puts out calls in his signal channel that you guys can follow along for free. And he put out a call on this IS, which is doing quite well. And I actually need to buy more IS today. So I am actually going to do that. I'm going to buy more IS today. I'm pretty sure. But I'm going to do it here in a second. All right. Degen. Get the base meme coin of wonders. Degen on the hourly. What do we got? All right. What if we full screen? No, that's still not. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, full screen, and then yeah, you guys can see everything. All right, life's good. All right, so Degen on the hourly. What do we think here? All right, so here's, I mean, honestly, this is relatively simple. We do have our FVG. We do have our level of support here. This is all well and good. How critical is this anymore? I think we can get rid of our box now. I mean, not really. We know that there's we know there's significant liquidity there now, but we also know now that there is. Thank you. We know that there's significant liquidity here too. Here. Okay. And we also have here. All right. Pretty important. Okay, unfortunately, and fortunately, I guess, kind of, the walls are closing in on Degen here. All right. Degen obviously launched Farcaster project, you know, big, beautiful run up. What, like, you know, obviously, yeah, like 1500% run up. Absolutely beautiful. And then, you know, enter season of profit taking. All right. Enter season of profit taking. Remember, 80+% of coins after they all-time high do not all-time high again. All right. So just throwing that out there. Degen has formed very strong support here around 1488. All right. 1488 USD. Okay. We've tested this support multiple times. This was obviously resistance on the way up. We back tested this as support, confirmed support, confirmed support, confirmed support, confirmed support, confirmed support. And we are trading above that. All right. So ideally, as we can see with recent price action over the last few days, we can see that although these are lower lows, all right, we are trading higher than that level of liquidity, right? So we have kind of moved demand up to the $1,600 range, $1,500 range. All right, life's good. Obviously, price is in a bearish trend, but you could also picture this as consolidation as well, since the fact that we do have a well-established support and we do have well-established resistance. The problem is the resistance keeps moving lower and lower. So when we initially broke down, this level of resistance around 38.74 was king and was dominant. All right. You can see price when price broke down through that level, backpedaled, found resistance there again, came down to support, which is now new resistance. And then we came and established this as a level of resistance. Resistance moved down to 3,100. All right. Price moved down. Resistance moved down from 3,800 down to 3,100. All right. And then price broke support again. Did not descend as far low as the 1488 level. But now resistance has moved down to 2100, right? Significantly farther. So we do have strong resistance at about 2100 to 2200. Okay. And we do have strong support at 1488. All right. So again, we would typically, unfortunately, the cycle that we would kind of expect Degen to move into now is slow bleed out. All right. Slow bleed out, moving sideways. And then what would probably happen eventually is we would see a deviation at some point, a breakdown below 1488, probably down to this fair value gap or lower, breakdown to like 58.22. So a 50% drop in price. And that is typically where we would want to reaccumulate for price to move to the upside. All right. This is, and again, I'm just not, this Degen could do something completely different. But typically, the pattern that we see with low cap coins is launch, you know, big dumb rally, and then just slow bleed out. And then that slow bleed out goes, they go sideways for several months, and then they kind of sell off, they break support, and then they consolidate down at that lower level, and then ideally price eventually breaks out to the upside. So I mean, we could see this with a numerous variety of coins, but again, for now, that is one possibility. All right. Unfortunately, in my experience, it's probably the most likely possibility, but we also have a bull market, and DGen did do well. All right. So I would say that we would want to see, I mean, obviously we want to see 1488 hold his support. All right. So we can continue to accumulate a little bit more at 1488. But again, you know, if we're really thinking long term, I would definitely leave some dry powder to accumulate DGen down at like 6,000. At the same time, guys, we can also just kind of be patient here, not catch a falling knife, and reposition into DGen once we get some kind of breakout. All right. So to get a higher high at this point, we need to close above 2,000. And essentially just waiting for that close above 2,000. That's what I'd be watching for. I'd be watching for a close above 2,000 now at this point in time, 2,000, 2,100. And then we could potentially take price up to 3,000. But I just want to see some transformation in DGen, right? We had a nice uptrend. Prices pulled back. I'm not big on catching falling knives, but obviously we can just identify that 1488 is strong support. We hope that 1488 continues to act as support. And so the next really, the only thing, you know, so you really have two options: accumulate at support, or buy into a breakout. Buy into a breakout of 2,100. Yes, Crypto says, plus some of the airdrops are hitting the market on the 22nd. And then again in the 29th, and every month until July, right? So again, that distribution, that increase of circulating supply is probably not going to do DGen's price any favors, unfortunately. Probably not going to do DGen's price any favors. But again, listen, this is the long hard road, right? We pick our coins and we chill with them, right? So at the end of the day, hold. Thank you. By the way, yes, Crypto. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, my friend. Highly appreciated, guys. And I do believe I want to see. I keep checking. But unfortunately, they have still not added DGen into Santiment. So my on-chain data is quite limited. Okay. Wanted to go back. I wanted to go back and just keep looking for our daily setups here. Yeah, man, do it, brother. Get on the leaderboards. I mean, you got to be doing better than mine. Yeah, hold on. There's two things. Yeah, there's actually two things I want to do here. I want to... V. Heck, I might add to my position. Keep it up, man. But no, I think I'm gonna buy more. Just gotta double check. Yeah, yeah. So pretty sure we're gonna buy some more of this. All right. Give me a second here, guys. Gotta do some password stuff. Let's see. Yeah, that's 500 I allocated in each. And we're just going to buy a little bit more here. Let's see if the swap aggregator didn't do incredible for me. So we're just going to trade on Kyber Swap natively into Dex Screener. How I had success last time. And we are going to be on Ethereum. So we're going to be paying fees out the wazoo. Just going to spend ETH. And I think I had about $280 of this. So I think I'm just going to do that again. I'll buy about $300 worth here. And we will be, of course, giving a tip to Dex Screener. This impact is quite high. Yes, of course. MetaMask. Price impact is only 1.16%. I'm not too worried about that. Let's see here. Yep, that looks right. And that looks right. Okay, good. Pocket Universe will pop up, which will tell me exactly what's going to be happening here. And yeah, we're going to buy more RBS. $25 to do this. My God, Ethereum. All right, life's good. So we just doubled our position, basically. In RBS here. And do we want to also add to IUS or Asterisk? Probably. Yeah, but here's the thing, mate. Like, this is up 2x, and the other chart that we just looked at was 60%, so it's fine. Yeah, 10% though. 10% of profits in the fees. That's you're welcome to DeFi trading. But yeah, I think we're also going to buy more asterisks here as well, just to keep things consistent. All right, we did get our RBS there, so life's good. And we'll buy another $300 here of asterisk. Not WETH, Ethereum. There we go. Good. Let's double check. Yep, that looks correct. Price impact is minimal. Estimated gas fee is expensive as fuck. Pocket Universe will come up. I highly recommend you guys have Pocket Universe in your browser. Sure. $30. Ouch. All right. Done. All right. Let's go for another 2x. All right, guys. That was pretty easy. Now, Block V. Oh, hold on. Let me check in on Mavia real quick. Oh, interesting. We did kind of break out of that. Triangle. It's good. Look at that. Look how beautiful that was. Breakout, pullback, retest, pump. Very nice. Now maybe you're coming down a little bit. Let's see here. Block V. That is, I mean, that's interesting. Right? Because we have block V. Yeah, right. Like 3 mega wicks down. You know what? This deserves further investigation. Block V. Thank you. Price. New chart. All right. Price of block V. No. All right. So we don't need any of the financials. Social volume. I mean, nobody's talking about block V. Say that. Development activity. Right. Yeah, so we can see her from social volume that, I mean, yeah, nobody's talking about block V. Obviously, we do see that social volume did pick up here a little bit. But I mean, very negligible. So just no, but nobody's really talking about block V on Twitter. Let's see here. Hey, Cryptonomics, good to see you. So what happened was, is this. So what happened was, is this. You usually don't say, so what happened was, and then ask a question. Concentrated liquidity market, and there's no liquidity below 0.1, so sellers are super disincentivized to sell at support. That's how. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right, there's no okay, there's no liquidity below 0.1. Interesting. All right. Okay. The social volume, nobody's really talking about block V. Developer activity. Died off a little bit, but you know, hey, if the project's done, the project's done, right? You know? Yeah. Is the project done? All right. Let's get rid of developers. Derivatives. Indicators. On chain. Total amount of holders. Let's see. We see supply on exchange? No. No. Total, that was on chain. All right, we don't need that. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Is no exchange 2.0. No, not NFT Harbor. Can we see supply distribution? Of course not. Active 30-day addresses. No, that's BTC as well. We're really getting kind of killed. No. Wow. Terrible. Oh, why is this in Bitcoin? I want this in V. What is happening? 601 available metrics for the asset. Okay. So we're going to block V. I want to see balance of address. I still don't understand. You know, all right. Why do they even have the option in there? Why do they even have the option in there if we cannot All right. Life's decent. Okay. Transaction. Finally, data. Okay, on-chain transactions are picking up. Obviously, that makes a lot of sense. Transaction volume in USD is probably picking up as well. Yeah, we had a nice good spike there. Daily active addresses absolutely skyrocketed. That's pretty good. Oh, you guys can't see. I'm sorry. Shoot. You guys can't see the right side of the screen. Daily active addresses skyrocketed. That's good. Can we see this? Daily on-chain transaction volume and profit. Good. Versus in loss. BWEF. Working out hard, man. Now block these good. I mean, yeah, like what are we even talking about, right? Like it's either gonna do well or it's not. So all we have to ask ourselves is if we're playing the long game on block V. Yeah, I think we just add here. All right, I'm just gonna add a little. So yeah, we'll buy a little bit of block V. Yeah. Gonna cost money. These suck. But that's what we're here to do. All right, we got our asterisks. Life's good. Ethereum for block V. Life's good. Price impact very low. Can we adjust that? There we go. Settings. Slippage. Bring that down a little bit. Now let's swap. Price good. Minimal price impact. Pocket Universe. Swapping ETH for block V. Yes. Transaction fee. 50% of the nominal value of the notional value. 10%. Yeah, man, it's just expensive to play on Ethereum. But I think the opportunities are generally better. Oh, did you see that? I just moved the market. That was me. sucker. All right, guys, we got about a half hour left to go in the stream. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. Okay. Let's go take a look at our Solana trades. All right. DCA is definitely working, Alex. So not bad. Not bad. I love it. I love it. It's so good, guys. For those of you who aren't aware, if you guys are trading on Solana, I highly recommend the Bird Eye interface, right? It's birdeye.so. It's directly integrated with Jupiter. But if you go over to Jupiter itself natively, you can set DCA. And that's exactly what I did with this Myro position. Like I wanted to buy Myro, but I didn't want to buy like all in one go. I wanted to spread my buys out over about 5 days. So I just set the DCA to buy every 4 hours, regardless of price. And because transaction fees are nominal, are like negligible on Solana, it's all good. That was fine. That's absolutely fine. So let's see how the rest of the Solana plays are working though. Who knows? ST bot about to die a violent death. Come on, Telegram bot narrative. I mean, we're still good. Like we're still up like bigly. You know what I mean? So it's all good. Or wait. Yeah, we're still up bigly. It's all life's good. Okay. So life's good. The only thing. Yeah, we got rid of our FOMO. Right. So yeah, we're just Solana, got some USDC, Myro, and ST. That's all we got going on. That's all we probably will have going on. All good. Let's see here. Ondo Finance. Ondo Finance is doing things. Ondo Finance is doing things at 33 cents. So we are breaking out above previous all-time high. GUI on Aptos seems to maybe have found some support and is looking to break here. Yeah, I know. Ondo's feeling bullish. So GUI, this was the meme coin on Aptos that everybody was crazy about. Definitely come down quite a bit since launch. Aerodrome Finance. Alex nailed this one, doing really good. Currently holding that previous resistance as support. Layer AI is doing very good for me. Wow, it's beautiful. Let's see here. The violent death of Big Eyes so far. I mean, maybe we found some support. You know, maybe we're coming up. Guys, oh, it's painful. I don't want to talk about it. Let's see here. That's about it. That's about all I got on my watch list right now as far as DGen stuff goes, guys. All right, let's all right. Okay, so Ethereum did, yeah. Ethereum. I don't know why. Why was I afraid? Why was I afraid to short Ethereum? I'm not allowed to short this week, so. It doesn't want it does, yeah, no. Bitcoin is chilling, man. All right. So Ethereum did reject from the liquidation zone. nice, a tasty setup right there. The tasty setup, not bad. And Bitcoin, I would say probably headed for the liquidation zone. Let's see how the liquidity profile kind of evolved over the last hour or so while we were streaming. See if I need to account for anything. I mean, yeah, we do have liquidations at 51,657. Okay, no, so we got those. That's just the top. Yeah, that's like the top part of the liquidation. But that's where there are a lot of liquidations there. $10 million in liquidation. Hey, happy presidents to you as well, Prophet Bear. What's going on, man? You're about to catch the... Actually, it's funny. We've been live for 2 hours, and we're now doing the 30-minute extended stream that you qualified us for, sir. That you qualified us for. So we've got 30 minutes left to go, and it's all thanks to this man right there. Let's get this man a round of applause. Come on, man. Prophet Bear for the win. Gifting out those memberships like they were NFT pre-sale whitelist spots. My dude. My guy. I can hear it from here, my friend. I can hear you. I not believe that I can hear you, but I can hear you. Let's see here. Oh, good. I'm so glad that you didn't expectorate all over everything, Tyler. That's good. It's good, man. Good. All right. Solana liquidations. We are now driving into the licks. Yeah, we cleared these. Oh, dude, what is this? What is this? What are you doing? I look away for like a second. What is happening? What is happening? Oh my God. Oh, Prophet Bear, thank you, my brother. Coming in with the 5 more gifties. Man, I don't even know what to do with all these gifties. Welcome to the new members of the chat, man. Prophet Bear, thank you, man. Thank you. That is so generous, man. Dude, you're awesome, man. I really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. By the way, we got Lil Drit, Bitcoin BMW, Jim Pop, Raphael Cruz, and Mr. H. Got new gifty members, man. So can we get some thank yous? Can we get some thank yous for Prophet Bear in the chat, guys? Can we get some thank yous, please? Some thank yous for Mr. Prophet Bear. Carrying the heavy load for the team here. And we hit the member goal for today. So we are going to, in the spirit of love, structure quick. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm gonna take a trade and planning on 110.8. 120. A little late, but that's all good. I could have better execution there. But I got distracted with the gifties. My God. Oh, 82. Take it. Take it. Profit Bear, thank you again so much, man. All right, so what can I say? Jesus made me do it. I feel like, why do I feel like it should be 27 though? Hold on a sec. Not new member. Sorry. No, not that. We want member goal. Yeah. Can we refresh that? Because we were at 22 members. And then we got 5. Yeah, it should be 27. So I don't know what's up with this. Let me switch off. Let's just fix something here real quick. Yeah. Total sponsor count. There we go. It's so weird. All right, it'll like probably update. It's all good. 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 Okay, so we did hit the member goal. We did hit the member goal. So yes. All right, we're already extending the stream today. And listen, guys, I started 2 hours late today, and I've still got to get Twitter threads, all the content, and I've got to get the stuff for the members out. So we'll extend the stream tomorrow. I promise. We will be doing extended stream tomorrow. And listen, probably after this week, it'll be set up such that we could pretty much stream all day, right? Like if we get these member trains going. But I mean, Profit Bear, you're going to carry us to 100 members if you keep it up, man. Thank you, brother. Yes to crypto. Can we do that for mobile? Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no. No, I'm not gonna update the member goal yet because I haven't paid you guys yet, right? That's how it works. Like yesterday we hit the member goal, and it's today, and I'm paying you guys with the extended stream right now. So I updated the member goal because you know I paid out what I owed, right? Which is the extended stream, and because we hit the member goal right now, if I update it right now, I feel like that's a little bit of a slap in Profit Bear's face because he's not going to get paid, right? He gifted me 5 members. He pushed us over the member goal. The agreement is that when you do that, I will give you the extended stream, but we're already extending the stream today because I'm paying Profit Bear for what he gave yesterday. Tomorrow, I'll pay Profit Bear for what he's giving today. And so then tomorrow, when he's getting paid, that's when I'll update the member goal. Yeah. Plus, like, yeah, I got to keep the spread from getting too big. Plus, at the same time, like I did that to like when we started streaming, I did that like I think it was our very first stream. I had set the member goal and it was like 1 member, and we got the member goal. Okay, we got the member goal, and then I immediately updated it right in front of him, and I felt like that I feel like it's like a little bit of a slap in the face. Like, you know, that's a lot of work. Like, you know, ideally, like, but you know, we hit the goal, and I want you guys to like soak this in for a little bit. Like we did it. Like we did it. All right, like let's enjoy this for the next 25 minutes while we're live. Enjoy this. Then we'll update it tomorrow. Profit Bear, you're the man. We will be doing an extended stream tomorrow. Okay. Jesus made you dead. That's all right. Bags are pumping. Life's good. Let's go over and watch this. Here. By the way, guys, listen, I know that just be patient with me. I can see that, like, I know like the video quality is not super insane. But it'll get better, right? It'll get better. I'm going to have new custom graphics and everything here probably within the next month. It's going to be beautiful. Yes to crypto. To answer your question, no, you can't do it from YouTube native app mobile. If you can only gift memberships from YouTube desktop. So you can do it on your mobile, but you have to open up YouTube in a browser like Brave browser or Chrome, and then you do it there. I think you go to join, and then you click gift membership. But you can't do it from the YouTube native mobile app. No, but you can't. You have to open up. In Chrome, you have to open up YouTube desktop site, and then you can do it there. So a little convoluted, unfortunately, but yeah. And then, of course, guys, make sure you go and enable gifted memberships. Click join. Click the toggle switch to accept gifted. So you guys don't dodge. No ERPers today. Probably have to change the goal. Okay, Tyler, maybe we have time for an in-depth question. You said liquidations don't matter on spot, but I was always told that futures price and spot should only have a negligible difference. Because of arbitrage. Okay. So efficient arbitrage. I was thinking, no, it's not that, crypto, because the number on the left here, the number on the left 25, that's an element from Streamlabs, like plugged into our YouTube. So it is ideally it is querying directly, because like I could change that to, for example, like number of subscribers, and it would give me the number of subscribers. And the number on the right is just an arbitrary text element that I put up there, along with the slash. So it's not that. It's not that. I think it's just weird. Or maybe, hey, maybe like two members maybe two members dropped out just as he was like, whatever. We're not gonna do the thing. Okay, so I'll give you let me give you my best answer to that, because that's a good question. That's an interesting question, right? And I think this is interesting to explore. Let's explore this. So, all right, I do. Yeah. So first part, I say liquidations don't matter on spot. Okay. Well, let's dive into that a little bit. Because why don't liquidations matter on spot? And it's not that they can't, but let's think about this for a second. Okay. Let's think about how you're trading and what your trading strategy would be. Right? Like where is your capital, and what is the type of strategy you're going to trade, and what type of trades you're looking for, and what kind of position sizing are you? Right? So, if you are, in my opinion and in my experience, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to day trade spot crypto. Okay? Does that make sense? Is everybody with me so far? Let me make that statement one more time. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, for other people to, for me to, or for me to recommend to anybody to day trade spot Bitcoin. Let me be more specific. I'm sorry. Bitcoin. All right. Because the daily volatility of Bitcoin is only 1 to 2%. Now, obviously you can day trade spot altcoins. That's completely different, where you can get a daily volatility of 5, 10, 15, 20%. Okay. That's all fine. That's all fine. And then obviously we get big, giant 100% moves, but that's every coin. But we're talking about your day trading strategy. Your day trading strategy is typically not going to be catch those big moves, right? That's like a swing. That's a swing trading strategy. So if you are trading spot, but the setups that you're looking for are the same setups that futures traders would be looking for, this is the important distinction. you could be trading the same types of setups that futures traders are trading. All right, the futures day traders. But typically the spot setups where it's like buy and hold versus futures setups are going to be quite different, right? Because futures traders are trading, you know, the deviations, the liquidity grabs, the liquidations, the open interest drops, all that kind of stuff, right? And so if you are trading the same types of movements on spot, that like the types of trades that you guys are seeing me take, like dives into liquidity and pullbacks and liquidations and all that kind of stuff, right? Spot will react similarly. Yeah, spot will do typically the same thing that futures does. There's deviation and all that. That's absolutely fine. But I feel like I'm not explaining this super well. How can I do a little bit better? Basically, what I'm trying to say is that if you are trading the same movements on spot that futures traders are trying to trade, I think that's kind of pointless, right? Because you're going to need leverage to actually make that worthwhile. So you should probably just go over and trade futures. Whereas spot traders are usually buy and hold, right? Holding through drawdown that would be liquidating futures traders. So they're looking for different setups, all right? So, okay, that's part one. Futures price and spot should only have a negligible difference because of arbitrage. I mean, yeah, that's true and not true, right? Like just go pull up the mark price index, or go pull up the index price of ByBit, and then go pull up the 1 minute chart of ByBit, and you'll see wild deviations all the time, right? And that's when funding gets really high or really low, right? So, and especially like if you go down to the 1 minute chart and you look at like the intraday movements, right? Like how wildly price diverges from the index price. Yeah, that's completely different. Now, again, like price tracks very, very closely, like almost identically if you average everything out. But but when you average everything out, that is not a complete picture of reality, right? Because in reality, it's not an average. It is the bips and bobs and the deviations away from the index price that the futures do all day, every day. And those are the movements that traders optimize strategies around, right? These different movements that we get in the futures markets as opposed to spot markets. And then with regards to arbitrage, like, yes, arbitrage is the mechanism that keeps prices consistent across exchanges, and arbitrage is extremely efficient in cryptocurrency. And I have to assume, and the mechanism that keeps futures price close to spot price / index price is not arbitrage, it's funding. Global funding. Well, not global funding, but it's funding. Funding is the mechanism that keeps futures price in line with index price. Dude, yes to crypto, my man. No offense to anybody. Thank you, Profit Bear. Thank you, yes to crypto. I get that spot has more investors, not traders, but prices, yeah, of course prices do track closely, but lower time frame deviations can be quite extreme. Futures deviations can be quite extreme. So futures instruments should not be used as an extension of an investment portfolio because the strategies are fundamentally different. Yes, I would very much agree with that statement. Yes, because I'll tell you why, dude. I will tell you why. This is honest advice. 80% of people who trade with leverage will lose money. All right. What works in spot crypto will not work on futures. Alex gives me the best quotes, but this is what Alex said last night, and I'm never going to forget it. I'm probably going to say it a lot from now on. Alex, I'm stealing your catchphrase. It's not a catchphrase, it's just the thing that I'm going to add on to his quote. All right. So what Alex said last night, which was beautiful, is that when you're trading with margin, you have no margin for error. And it's very, very true. Very true. Right? If you're trying to day trade, scalp crypto with leverage, you don't have any margin for error. You gotta have on-point execution. You gotta have a good strategy, and you gotta have balls. It's meant to be on motherboard. But I'm just gonna add. I'm gonna add an additional sentence to that, right? Or just to add a little bit more nuance to that, which is when you're trading spot crypto, you can be super sloppy and make a lot of money, right? Because you don't have a liquidation price, right? Like you can buy high and hold through drawdown, and if you're in a bull market, you just gotta wait. Prices go up, and then you still cash out of 5x. Life's good. But on futures, that same price movement liquidates you or stops you out, and you're out of the trade and you never get the W. On spot, you can be super sloppy, super loose, no stop losses, full risk. It's all good. And those typically like lower end of the bell curve individuals typically tend to make a lot of money in bull markets, right? Okay. So greed is a hell of a thing. Spot trading lets you have patience, lets you be sloppy, lets you have, wiggle room for mistakes. But when you start trading with leverage, guys, you have none of that. And most of the, like, you just assume that when you go onto the leveraged exchange and you enter your trade, the market maker knows exactly where your stop loss is. He knows exactly where your liquidation level is. And just about everybody's are kind of in the same little bucket. And guess where price is going to go? That's where price is going to go. Price is going to go toward that little bucket. Guys, we got 12 minutes. I apologize. Give me just 1 minute. I'll be right back. What? Why did we go to this? I just wanted to BRB. I'll BRB. All right. Is the stream really delayed that much? I feel like the stream might be delayed that much. Oh, you guys like that? You guys like the what? All right. All right, we bid the Solana deviation. We bid up the Solana deviation. We're going to see if we're smart or stupid. All right, guys. Got about 10 minutes left in the stream. Let's summarize what we've learned today. Oh, I can turn the I can stop recording. Could have stopped recording like an hour ago. There we go. No, you guys, okay, just to summarize, this is going to be the content schedule moving forward. This is what you guys can expect from me. And hold my feet to the fire, guys. Like, light up the comment section if you don't see the content coming out, because that's the only way we're going to grow. And I know I've got to be consistent and good with that. Otherwise, I mean, what's the point? If you guys don't know that I'm going to be here every morning for you guys to show up to, why are we doing this, right? So I'm going to be here every morning for you guys, We'll break this down. Obviously, there are going to be days when I can't stream, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, but we will be streaming tomorrow. We're streaming every day this week. Heck yeah. We're going to do an extended stream tomorrow. Thanks to Prophet Bear. Coming in clutch with the gifty members. I really appreciate that, guys. I really do. You guys don't know how much I appreciate that. So let's summarize what I did today, guys. Nothing too crazy. As far as degen DeFi stuff goes, I added to my RBS position here. Okay. About $300 more of the RBS on stream. I added to my asterisks position. These are both DeFi coins on Ethereum, so the transaction fees were kind of high, but I bought more asterisks. I bought more RBS today. I bought more. I did buy more Block V, right? And I bought Block V. So all three of these on the Ethereum blockchain. I also bought. I have to go find out because I also bought Block V. I thought down here, or maybe we just also bought. Maybe I also bought up here, right? It's totally possible. So I made 3 buys today. RBS and asterisks again for RBS and asterisks. Just shout outs to Flimp for those. Flimp providing excellent signals in a signal channel. That signal channel is free on our Discord if you guys want to follow along. Flimp is an absolutely amazing trader and absolutely crushing it. So just following along with him. Block V is again same thing. I got this alpha from Alex. Alex is an incredible trader. So there we go. You're thinking to yourself like, Justin, don't you ever call any of your own trades? Like, why would I when I have these amazing traders here? Why would I do that? Bottom feeder did call for an Ethereum Classic long. So let's actually look at that. Let's look at Ethereum Classic on the daily because bottom feeder. Oh, that's one of those interesting bottom feeder longs, Alex, where it's trending, right? Any day now. Yeah, here we go. Oh, actually, sorry. No, this was 2 days ago. Bottom feeder called this low. All right. And almost to the take profit. Good job, bottom feeder. Doing it again. I thought, yeah, this is just one of those more rapid pullbacks. So bottom feeder doing fantastic. Yeah, let's actually see if bottom feeder's calling anything else. No. Here, bottom feeder. I mean, look at all these fantastic signals that bottom feeder's just giving out, guys. Obviously, we're long on Doge. This is all good. I mean, listen. Like, bottom feeder, who do you work for, man? This is beautiful. Yeah, so, I mean, bottom feeder caught most of these dips. Yeah. Bottom feeder caught most of these recent dips. Life's good. Life's good. Solana. 3-minute time frame. Come on, Solana. We need a higher low. Let's go. Take the ETF strategy off right now. Oh, see, we already hit the liquidation, so I don't really like. Oh, I didn't know. I could hit this button. Yeah, I don't really want to hold the position to drive down and hit these liquidations. So this has got to hold for me, or for this position anyways. 111.56. That's line in the sand. Yeah, that's line in the sand for me. We got to hold. We got to hold. Oh, sorry. I got distracted here. So here's the content you guys can expect from me moving forward on a daily basis. And that is going to be the morning live stream. And then I will be clipping the market update that I do at the beginning, where I summarize all the markets from higher time frame down to lower time frame, mostly focused on the daily time frame, of course. We'll be clipping that and publishing that. So that way, if you guys don't have time to watch the stream every day and you just want to watch the 15-20 minutes where I go over the markets, that will be available for you. And then we want to be covering like a dedicated topic pretty much on every day, whether that is a strategy, whether that is an investing principle, whether that is an in-depth coin analysis, looking at on-chain technicals, fundamentals, all that kind of stuff. If that is the case, then we'll be clipping that out, and that will be kind of our topic piece every day as well. All right, here we are. We're hovering right above the liquidation level. Life is chilling. And the question is, do we get a higher low? Do we get a higher low? All right, Ethereum got bid up at the 21 EMA. Not bad. Bitcoin so far high or low. Liquidation zone down below. So drive down to the liquidation zone is starting to look likely for BTC. There we go. Come on, Solana. Let's get a little pump going, shall we? Shall we? Shall we? I think we shall. All right, guys. It is time. It is time to end the stream. You guys have been absolutely incredible today. Thank you guys so much for all the generous support. Big shout outs to Yes to Crypto. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat today, my friend. Profit Bear, thank you so much for the 5 gifted members today, helping us smash that member goal. We will be doing an extended stream tomorrow, so another 2.5 hours from us tomorrow. So make sure to tune into us. We will try to be on time tomorrow morning as well. We were quite late this morning to get on air, and I apologize for that. Life does happen to the best of us. You guys have been absolutely incredible. If you guys want to help support what we're doing here, the best way to do that is by joining the YouTube channel as a sponsor, as a channel member. You can support the stream for $3 to $5 a month, and that helps us continue to make great free content for you guys every single morning. If you guys want to support us but cannot afford to do so, please smash the like button. It helps distribute our content out there to people who have never seen it before, and is one of the best ways you guys can help us grow. Make sure to join our Discord. There is fantastic resources in there and a great community for those looking to improve their cryptocurrency trading and investing skills. If you guys would like to join our membership program and get hands-on help from my team, access to our coursework, our premium indicator suite, and much, much more, as well as our private Discord. You guys can find all the information on that on our website, crackingcryptocurrency.com. Links down in the description to everything you could possibly need. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comments section down below, and I will respond to them as quickly as I can. Until then, I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Trade safely and be good to each other. Cheers, guys.